Hey everybody, on this edition of Grilling with Granddaddy Daddy, we are making some over-the-top chili. And man, it turned out good. So y'all keep on watching. I'll show you how we got here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a sweet onion, we're gonna cut it up. Now you can do more, less, ever how you wanna do it. All right, we don't need to make these too small. And they're gonna cook down. All right, so we put those in our Dutch oven. I'm using a 5-quart cast iron. Now we're gonna cut up a bell pepper. For this recipe, it's gonna be a really meaty chili. And it should only feed about 5 or 6 people. All right, so now we'll take our bell peppers, and we're gonna put them in the Dutch oven. 2 large jalapeno peppers. Okay, now I like a chunky chili. So we're gonna put this in the Dutch oven. Seeds and all. The last thing we're gonna need is 3 cloves of garlic. All right, now I'm gonna chop up my 3 cloves of garlic. Actually not gonna chop them, just gonna cut them up. Okay, we're gonna put our garlic. In the Dutch oven. So we're gonna put in just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, about 1 tablespoon of cumin. I'll put in about 2 tablespoons of chili powder. All right, now I'm gonna put in about a pint, give or take, of beef broth. Okay, so I'm gonna dump in 14.5 ounces of diced peeled tomatoes, 14.5 ounces of crushed tomatoes, and then I'm gonna drain some light red kidney beans. And we're gonna dump in 15 ounces of kidney beans. You can do more or less to your taste. That takes care of what goes in the Dutch oven to start with. Okay, for our ground beef, this is what we're gonna put over the top of the chili. We're gonna put in 3 tablespoons of butt rub. The rest of the cayenne pepper that's in this container, which is about 3/4 of a teaspoon, and some Worcestershire sauce. All right, this is 80-20 ground beef. We're also going to put some sausage in the chili, but we'll be browning the sausage. Okay, so let's make our loaf. Okay, so that's our ground beef. That's 1 pound. Not gonna make it real thick because I don't want it to take forever to cook. All right, so now let's go brown up the sausage. Meantime, we'll get this Dutch oven on the grill. Okay, so now we're gonna brown our pork sausage. Actually, it's just spicy ground pork. We're gonna brown this and then put it into the chili mix in the Dutch oven. I don't want that much grease. And this will be a lot of grease. We're gonna run the big green egg at about 275 degrees. We got the plate setter in, so we're gonna be using indirect heat, obviously. All right. I'll finish this up and we'll bring you back. Okay, so we've got our chili. the sauce is on. Now we're going to take our meat and we're going to place that over the top. We're going to put our temperature probe in, and we're going to go with this for 2 hours or until we get internal at 150 degrees. Then we'll crumble it up and we'll put it in with the rest of the chili and we'll finish cooking. Okay, our hamburger meat has reached 150 internal. So now it's time to take it and crumble it up into the chili. I want to pull my Dutch oven a little bit more forward. All right, let's just crumble up our hamburger meat. Basically, our hamburger meat looks medium well, okay? And we're gonna cook it for another 2 hours at 275 on the big green egg. What we want it to do now is we want it to thicken up. That's the whole purpose of the continuation of the cook. Because really, I mean, the vegetables, they're just about done. Okay, so I think you can see the color of the hamburger meat. And remember, we got some spicy pork sausage in there. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm stirring this around. Now, the whole purpose of the rest of the cook, this recipe calls for a 4-hour cook, and it took about 1 hour and 15 minutes for the hamburger, but I'm only doing half of the recipe. So you see, that's kind of some runny chili right there. It's meaty, which I want it meaty, but it's a little runny. So we're gonna let it go. I'm saying we're gonna let it go at least 2 more hours and let it thicken up. Okay, so we're at 4 hours. And it's starting to thicken up nicely. I want it to get a little bit thicker. And we're still running at about 275, 280 degrees. So we've been stirring it periodically, but we really don't need to. I've just been doing it to see the texture. Okay, I think our chili's ready. Looks good. All right, let's get us a little bit. Let's get just a tad bit here. Okay, you may have noticed a little hat change from earlier, but I got a little bit of the chili. I like to do some Fritos in my chili. So I only have a little bit of chili, so we'll do a little bit of Fritos. Mix it up some. So let's have a taste. Let's see how this worked. My first go at over the top chili. Wow. Man. Smoked it with applewood. I get a little bit of apple flavor going on. Wow. That's the best chili I've ever made. And it's chilly outside, so that's why I'm wearing all these clothes. All right. So, till next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.